Our next speaker is also from Italy, who will be discussing the challenges faced in travel and tourism accessibilities and ways to overcome them. Please welcome Head of Business Development from Toscana Promozione Turistica, or the Tuscany Tourism Board of Italy, Ms. Marta Javarone.
Thank you for the invitation for this panel, and we are really very proud to present our project about the accessibility in Tuscany. We have this, I apologize because today my general manager should speak instead of me. But he had a problem with the flight, so he is very late, and he wasn't in time to make the panel. So I'm doing it instead of him. Tuscany for all. Tuscany is one of the most well-known destinations in the world, and we are working on accessibility, and Tuscany for all is our main project. So we start to explain it by the regional law, the last regional law about tourism of 2016, which is the regional government ensures that persons with motor, sensory, and intellectual disabilities can enjoy the tourist offer fully and independently, so that they receive the same level of quality as the other user without any extra charge. So this is very important because it was the first time that our region will keep the message and give the message that the accessibility should be guaranteed to all. So this law has two main points. One is that the accessibility should be guaranteed to all, and the other one is to provide information for the tourists. So the tourists should be aware about what we are able to offer them. So, no barriers with an appropriate and detailed communication. The second part of the law is going to engage the government, and we are the tourism board, to hospitality information, verification and mapping of local destination services, cultural heritage information, training for the local and visitors bureau and information centers, accessible information on the destination, and visit Tuscany.com, which is our B2C website. So we start with hospitality information, what we are doing about it. As you know, Tuscany is a very old region, so with a lot of ancient buildings. So we are protected by the government because of their art heritage. So it's not very easy to make some works to let the accommodation, especially those accommodation which are in the castles, in the old buildings, in the palaces. So Tuscany has around 35,000 accommodation companies. So we are speaking about very huge numbers. It's not so easy to map all. So Tuscany is also divided in 28 different local, we can see DMO. So our agency is going to getting the information from these 28 different local DMO. So, according to the regional law, the government provided a questionnaire to that all the companies has to fill up. So, and how did we transfer this questionnaire and send this questionnaire to the companies? We are using the same platform, digital platform, we are using for the touristic statistics. So in Italy, the accommodation companies, so hotels, farmer houses, castles, palaces, villas, have to provide the statistics about presences and arrivals. So in the same platform, we are uploading the questionnaire to understand which services they are able to provide for the people with determination. So what we did, they receive the questionnaire, they have to answer, and the questionnaire is, here are some examples of the questionnaires, is made in two different parts. So one part are the normal information about the accommodation, and the second one is about the services they are able to provide. And the pages are opening about the services, for the singular services they are clicking, they can, and they are able to provide. So this is very interesting because at the end of filling up the form, the system is providing a PDF, as you can see, that they can download, and the law is telling that, and it's mandatory, they have to publish on their website the PDF, and in the PDF there are all the information about accessibility. So the clients, the tourist, the traveler can find each information. If their website has not been updated with this information, it's mandatory for them to publish the PDF with accessible and detailed service information about their accommodation. And I think this is important, and we are working on it. We will be ready, we hope, the next year, and some part of the region have already done it. So you can find a lot of information. So verification and mapping. The second phase of our, of our training and of our project is doing a mapping and a check of the single information we are receiving. How do we do it? With the local association, because we are not able to manage everything, and we just need the expertise of the local disability association about also the different kind of disabilities we would like to serve and give the services, the tourism services. So we control and carry out on actual levels of accessibilities. So in the second step, we are doing it, and for example, I'm just giving you the pictures, showing you the pictures, or the beach clubs. So the beach clubs in Tuscany were some of the first services which were available for the people with determination. That was really very important and very and it was a pleasure to see this opening from them, because they bought a lot of devices to help people to go to the beach and enjoy one day at the seaside. So these seaside resorts and the beaches club are mostly already in our list and in our website, and they can provide services for all. And also the free beach is already, as you can see, in the most of the free beaches in Tuscany are already available for wheelchairs, for example. So it's easier to go to the seaside and have a rest. So in this picture, we are mapping also the transportation, the public transportation. So for the railway system, it's easy to get the train only by asking for the service. So all the stations have a special service for people, and they provide and help to get the train and to get out from the train, so to drop off. And also Montepulciano. Montepulciano is a small medieval village in the heart of Tuscany. They have the public transportation, have also the devices to get people taking the bus and making the tour of a village. And it's a small village, I assure you. So, and the museum entrances. All the museums in Tuscany are required to have accessibility entrance for all, and also accessibility systems to let people, all the people enjoy what they show according with the kind of museum you are going to visit. But this is an example of an entrance. We had to add the slope to the entrance because of the ancient building. So where it wasn't possible to work on the building, we just add the device and we help to go in. And the cultural heritage information. So now the most of our, for the sensory disabilities, the most of our museum and artistic monuments, the natural parks, have been engaged in making cultural heritage accessible. So they are provided by screens and digital services to let people enjoy what they are showing. So according with the different kind of museums. But this is really very important. Also the toilet and the ramps, the toilets, and other measures of reception are now accessible for the museums, natural parks, and artistic monuments. So this is the Uffizi Museum, which is in Florence, one of the most important museums in the world, and the Natural Science Museum. And the fourth step is the training of local visitors bureau and information centers. So we have 28 visitors bureau, and we organized for them a training to understand how they can be accessible and give information about the accessibility of their museums, of their accommodations, and services. So We did a training with a company which is specialized in this kind of communication, and the training was about the communication. So, and how to provide information tools for the visitors, for all the visitors. So the local DMO were involved. They already ended the courses, and this is the pictures of our colleagues, local colleagues, which were doing the webinars and the courses, the online courses, because all the offices are spread out all the region, so the webinar are really very useful in this case. And they are now preparing all the info material according with the regional law and the right way to present the information. So this project was also made by the help of the president of the founds of the presidency of the Italian Council, and we are using the criteria they gave us to help about people to understand better our tourism offer. So the approach is to re-edit, and we are going to re-edit not only the local DMC, but also the Regional Tourism Board is going to re-edit all the information materials, the online information materials, and offline, so from the brochures to the website. And about the website, so this is the accessible images and examples. So every image, for example, has the spoken, online spoken, description of images, and offline they have the written description of imaging. And the accessible information on visittuscany.com. This is a mainstone of our project because visittuscany.com is our B2C website, so the first gate to come to Tuscany and get information about Tuscany. So we started in 2023, so last year, to change completely the website, and we are still working on it, and in compliance with the indications provided by the W3C. So the website is already and will be totally accessible for all, and providing all the information we are mapping right now. So in the website, this is the main page of Accessible Tuscany. And in the website, as you can see, the second page is accessible museums in one of our cities, in two of our cities, in Florence and Grosseto, but scrolling you can find all the other cities. And which are the accessible museums? And start your discovery. So, must-see places, stages by stages, routes, events, and tips for your trip. So, we are all invited to visit Tuscany and come to visit us personally. Thank you for your attention, and I really hope to have explained our project in the right way. And for further information, you can visit our visittuscany.com, write us, or follow us on our social media. So thanks a lot. In these last images, we would like also to present the outdoor. In Tuscany is possible, and we're providing a lot of services for the outdoor activities. Also with motor and sensory disabilities. So we are working a lot, and we are having a good success because our nature is really very lovely to live and to enjoy. Thank you so much for your attention, and I have a desk outside. If you have any question, I'm here for you. Thanks.